Hello students, I'm Dr. Himanshu Kandpal, Assistant Professor English, Government MS College for Women, Bikaner. In the previous video, we have been discussing the poem Rabbi ben Ezra by Robert Browning, and we have discussed the poem till stanza 15. Now we will continue with stanza 16. The poem Rabbi ben Ezra is a dramatic monologue, and the speaker in the poem is the great Jewish scholar of the Middle Ages, Rabbi ben Ezra, who invites us to grow old in his company. Now we will start with stanza 16. For note, when evening shuts, shuts means falls, a certain moment cuts the deed off, calls the glory from the grey, a whisper from the west shoots, add this to the rest, take it and try its worth, here dies another. So, in this stanza, the rabbi compares old age to evening. He says that when evening shuts, when old age, when evening shuts here means when evening falls. Okay, we stop our activities in the evening for a short time. A certain moment cuts the deed off. It means when the day is over, the sun sets, there is pause in work for a short time, and we stop our daily routine. We stop our activities in the evening for a short time. In the evening, a sunset glow changes the grey sky into red, calls the glory from the grey. Calls the glory from the grey means at the time of sunset there is a glow in the sky which makes it red instead of grey. Glory here means the sunset glow. A whisper from the west. The sunset admonishes us that the day has become a part of the past. A whisper from the west shoots, add this to the rest, take it and try its worth, here dies another. We muse on the good or bad acts which have been done during the day. So there is a whisper from the west shoots. The glow of sunset is like a whisper telling us that the day is over. Add this to the rest, here dies another day. This whisper says that this day is over and has become part and parcel of the past. Similar is the case with old age. What Rabbi here is doing? He compares old age to evening. Okay. Similar is the case with old age. In old age, all the deeds of one's youth are reviewed in calm perspective. Gains or losses of youth are calculated dispassionately and calmly. So, as the evening adds, one can judge what good things have been done during the day. In the same way, a person's life is reevaluated and assessed after the youth is over. Now we move on to the stanza 17. So still within this life, though lifted over its strife, let me discern, compare, pronounce at last, this rage was right, I the main, that acquiescence vain, the future I may face, now I have proved the past. Just as the close of day is time when one ponders and muses, thinks over his failure and success during the day, so old age is the time when a man examines his past calmly. So still within this life, though lifted over its strife, when the struggles of life is, though lifted over its strife means when the struggle of life is over. Let me discern, let me think. Old age is the time when the struggles of life are over and man has leisure to scrutinize, to discern, to think, to judge and pronounce judgment over his past life. Let me discern, compare, pronounce at last This rage means enthusiasm or passion which a person has during his youth. While looking back over his youth from the vantage point of old age, a man realizes that some of his passions and enthusiasm, his rage, some of the ideals for which he struggled hard were wholly right while he was wrong, and foolish in his acceptance of some particular point of view. So, old age is the best time to review what kind of passions, what were right, what kind of enthusiasm was right, and on what part he failed during his old age in making the correct decisions. The acquisitions vain, ideals which he, vain means passive. There is a passive acquiescence means acceptance. Ideals which he struggled for were right, but sometimes he was wrong or foolish in his acceptance of some particular point of view. In this way, he can form a comparative estimate of the success or failure of his life. The future I may face now I have proved the past. Proved the past means tested the past, judged and examined its worth, and so realized the value of experience that has been gained. He realizes that experiences through which he has passed, the struggle he has gone through, would be valuable to him in the life to come. He can therefore face the future with confidence, for his skill and wisdom have increased because he has been through many troubles and tribulations during his lifetime, and by that he has gained confidence, skill and wisdom to decide what was right and wrong. Life is a continuous whole. Now Rabbi says that life is a continuous whole. Youth is a preparation for old age, and this life itself is a period of preparation for the life to come. In Browning's philosophy, it is the experience which counts, experience that has been gained, not success or failure as such. As we move on to the stanza 18, Rabbi Ben Ezra says that for more is not reserved to man with soul just nerved to act tomorrow what he learns today here, work enough to watch the master work and catch hints of the proper craft, tricks of the tools' true play. Man is the only one of the creatures who can benefit from his past struggles and experiences, for more is not reserved. Reserved means given to man with soul just nerved. The wisdom and experience acquired through the struggle of youth prepares the human soul and gives it courage and self-confidence to face the future. Reserved means given. Soul just nerve means prepared. Nerve means prepared. Prepared to face life to come, to act tomorrow what he learns today. What he learns in this life he can put to good use in life to come. Here, work enough to watch. Man should develop art of living and watch God's miracles. An apprentice learns the mysteries of his craft and the use of his tools by watching his master at work. In the same way, man should watch the working of providence. Providence means God. Develop his faculties and learn the art of living, the masterwork, and catch hints of the proper craft, tricks of the tools is true play. True play means successful play. So, tools, the various faculties of men. The life is meant for gaining wisdom through struggles and experience which prepare the soul for the life to come. We move on to the next stanza, that is stanza 19. As it was better, youth should strive through acts uncouth toward making, then repose on aught found made. So better age exempt from strife should know, then tempt further. Thou waitest age, wait death nor be afraid. Here Rabbi Ben Ezra says that in youth it is better that a man should struggle to achieve his ideals, even though often his ways are clumsy and wrong. As it was better youth. In youth, his ways may be clumsy, his ways may be wrong. Uncouth means wrong. But he should strive hard to achieve his ideals. Toward making, then repose. Repose means to accept passively. Repose on aught found made. Accept passively what has been achieved by others. Instead of that, he should strive hard. Even such struggle through a process of trial and error towards some novel achievement. Instead of accepting passively, he should work towards some novel achievement is preferable to a passive acceptance of what already exists and has been achieved by others. He should do something new. There may be failures, but ultimately what he is going to achieve, he is going to achieve success. Just as youth is a period of struggle, so old age is a period of rest. So better age exempt from strife should know, then tempt. Rather, in this part of life there should be no further struggle. Rather, the old man should judge and examine, and in this way acquire wisdom and understanding. He should learn to discriminate between good and bad. From strife should know, then tempt. What is good? What is bad? Just as in youth a man prepares and waits for old age, similarly in old age he should prepare and wait for death. From strife should know, then tempt. Further, though waitest age, wait death, nor be afraid. He should not fear death, for the experience and wisdom he has gained would be of great use to him in the life to come. Now we move on to stanza 20. Enough now, if the right and the good and the infinite be named here, as thou callest thy hand thy own, with knowledge absolute, subjects to no dispute, from fools that crowded youth, nor let thee fool alone. Here he says that, Rabbi Ben Ezra says that it is enough now at this stage of our life. If one can discriminate between the right, if the right and the good and the infinite, discriminate between the right, the good and the infinite, it is enough in this life if a man can know what is good and what is bad as clearly and definitely as he knows his own hand. Be named here means recognized here, as thou callest thy hand thine, knows good and bad as clearly as his hand. With knowledge absolute. With knowledge absolute means clearly and definitely. In one's youth, one is beset with foolish doubts and uncertainties which crowd in upon him from all sides. With knowledge absolute, with knowledge clear, subject to no dispute. Dispute means uncertainty from fools that crowded youth, nor let thee feel alone. It is only fools means foolish doubts that beset youth, nor let thee feel alone. The old man need not feel insecure and weak like a man without a friend. It is only in the old age that all doubts are removed, and one is perfectly sure of the right and the good. This knowledge and wisdom should give the old man courage and self confidence. He should not feel foolish thoughts, or need not, by the foolish thoughts, the old man need not feel insecure. He need not suffer from sense of loneliness and security, for now he has wisdom and experience to help and befriend him. This is all about till stanza 20. In the next video, we will discuss the further stanzas of the poem. Thank you.